Hi Frank, this is Suzanne Lancaster and I wanted to make a video about your website. I looked for pool resurfacing in Mansfield and after some digging came to you guys and wanted to give you some tips on getting more visibility on Google. And why Google? Because it's the largest search engine that is used, especially for my generation, which is 30s and 40s, who are now the pool owners of almost all the pools in the area. And it's just an easy search engine to use. Most people use it. It has the most searches of anyone else. So that's why I always choose Google. So first of all, I'm just looking at your website, and I like the picture. I like the fact that you have a lot of pictures. That's really neat. And some of your donation information, which is very important. I'm so glad that y'all do give back to the community. I would, however, recommend that you put your services kind of top front and center, because that's what people are more interested in. I mean, they're definitely interested in charity work, but they're going to be interested in your services first. And I was looking at the remodel and construction site and your pool renovation services. You just need a lot more information on here. Google likes really authoritative websites. So authoritative means you are trying to educate your consumer. So think of Wikipedia as an authoritative website. So your website needs to mirror that in terms of a lot of authoritative content, about 3,000 words. So you really need to beef up this page, especially if you want to get a lot of people coming to you for pool renovation services. If that's what you want to focus on, then that's what you need to really beef this up. I like that you have pictures. I would recommend making them larger because it's kind of hard to tell what's going on here. If they need to have titles that are keyword rich, so titles would be pool resurfacing, maybe what type of resurfacing this is, I'm not even sure. I don't know a lot about pools yet. The city you're trying to rank in would be another good thing to do. And maybe just some more pictures. Surely you have more than this that you've taken. A video is also a really good thing to put on your website, especially if you've uploaded it to YouTube, tagged it with a bunch of keywords such as pool resurfacing or pool repair, or maybe the type of resurfacing, the city, that sort of information, those keywords. Then you link it back to your website, and Google use, YouTube is a Google property. So if you have this video on your website, Google is going to find your website easier and is going to increase the visibility of it. Okay, the contact information is great. I would say I would probably delete out street address because people just aren't going to give you that much information for a first contact. And the other thing I would recommend is putting this on every page. I know that it makes it look not that pretty, but it really helps get more people contacting you if they can put their contact information on this first page. And then you call them back and you tell them everything you can do for them and you get them as a client. So let's look at Google. So my search term was pool resurfacing in Mansfield, Texas. And I was looking at the Google Maps. So the first part, of course, is Google AdWords, which they work, but they sure cost a lot of money. And anytime someone clicks on it just to look at your website, you're going to pay for it, and that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to convert into a customer. So if you can get ranked higher on Google without having to pay, that's better. So Google Local is what this is. So Google Local is the companies that have a name, address, and phone number close to or in Mansfield. So I think that you are in Keller. Yes. So if you want to do work in Mansfield, which I know Keller's pretty saturated with pool companies, and if you don't mind driving that far, you need to get a name, address, and phone number in Mansfield, and that's really easy to do, and I can do it for you. And then what you do after that is you submit your name, address, and phone number to online directories so that they can find you and Google can find you. So I looked up Crystal Clear Pools and Mr. Ed's to see how many online directories they have submitted their name, address, and phone number to, and 63 and 43. So lots of online directories. It is something that we can do. It's not that difficult. It takes a little bit of time, but it's completely doable. So that's the first thing. You want to get ranked high up on this guy. The second part of Google here and down, all the pages after is Google Organic. So you also want to be high on Google Organic. And as you can see, Mansfield doesn't have a lot of saturation on that part. They have True Blue and this one. And this guy isn't necessarily just pool. It looks like they do everything. So you want to get bumped up as high as you can on here, maybe in these first little area is what people are clicking mostly. So that's where you really want to be. So how do you do that? You increase your content like I was talking about. You increase your pictures with good keywords and you put some videos on. That's all going to help you increase this. There's another thing you need to think about though, is links, backlinks. So what that is votes from other websites saying this website is very authoritative. They know what they're talking about in regards to pools and pool resurfacing and information like that. So how many backlinks does True Blue Renovations have? There's a software called Majestic, and they have 5 other websites talking about them, which is not much. So that's definitely something we can do. Takes a little bit of time and effort. Is completely doable, and we can bump you up your rankings for that. And you also make sure you're ranking for the right keywords. So even though I said pool resurfacing, people are looking for pool renovation as another good keyword. So we need to make sure pool renovation is in the text on your website and is also in the title tags on your website pages. That's going to help get you ranked up. And even if you put True Blue Pool on your website, usually in a hidden page, it will also, when people put in True Blue, that will also bring up your website too. That's a hint, is putting in your competitors. It really helps. So those are my ideas about your website. I really think I can help you get ranked higher on Google for Mansfield, Texas. And if you're interested in doing a lot of work down there, Mansfield has a pretty good population. I think about 150,000 people. So that's a lot of pools. I can help you. Just let me know. Again, my name is Suzanne Lancaster. My phone number is 214-236-4678. Thanks for watching the video.